Excuse me. Is this how I get the wine down Wednesdays? I don't always have vanilla, but when I do, it comes straight from the beaver. I don't always have vanilla, but when I do, it comes straight from the beaver. I don't always have vanilla, but when I do, the leaf is in the leaf.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in. It's good to see everyone, all four of you. I know. I haven't been on in a while, and I have to build my audience again, I'm sure. I've been really super sick in the past month. Really. And just trying to get over it. So I am definitely better than what I was. And so, yeah, but unfortunately, like a couple days ago, I came down with pink eye again. So I have that going on as well. So that's why I'm wearing glasses and hardly any makeup, because you can't wear makeup when you have pink eye. So there's that. It's good to see everybody tonight. Thank you for stopping in and supporting the channel. I put out a new members video. It discusses basically everything that's going on. And also, we have a new membership tier for $2.99. So if you are interested in helping out the farm, $2.99 a month, it will certainly help us. Thank you. You noticed, Moon. Yeah, I dyed my hair and I got my hair cut. So thank you for noticing. I appreciate it. But yeah, so it's just been super, super crazy around here with my son going to school and bringing home everything. And it's just been a madhouse. So anyway, this is really the first like alcoholic beverage I've had in a while, because I didn't want to really drink or anything because I'm taking all that cold medication, but there we go. All right, let me pop up the YouTube here. My brother had a huge Super Bowl party, and my mom dropped off some food, so I was eating that. I didn't go. I don't really like football. That's why I called it the Pooper Bowl. I was hoping I would get more people up here. So if anybody wants to come up, they can. I'm going to put the link out there. And I was hoping to at least have more than 6 people in the chat. Holy crap. Make sure you share us out. Yep, there we go. There's the link. Oh, 9 people in here. Good. Cool. Thanks for coming in. You do have to show your face if you're new. You have to show your face on the panel, otherwise you won't get on. There's only a few people that don't have to show their face, and one of them is Homestead Aquarius, because we all know that he doesn't show his face. But the link is out there, so if anybody wants to come up, they can. And sorry, my room back here is a mess. I was painting and everything else, and I just have crap everywhere back there. Hey, B. It's late here. What's the topic? I don't know. It was Pooper Bowl. Just a few, that was the title, Pooper Bowl. I'm not a big Super Bowl fan. Mainly just of everything that's going on throughout the few years. I'm just not a Super Bowl fan. I never was a football fan to begin with. I think most people can say that they're only halftime watchers. Speaking of which, I don't watch the Grammys. I don't watch anything like that. So I don't really watch television that much. I watch like Hulu and I watch like Netflix. So, speaking of which, for the first time I saw Sam Smith's, it's mainly because it's on Facebook and it's like everywhere on Facebook. But I saw his performance and it made me sick to my stomach. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it did not set well with me. I wasn't about it. It was kind of disgusting. So I did watch that. And I was shocked because I was confused by what everybody was saying, saying that it was like a satanic thing, I'm not quick to judge that because, art is art, but and I really love art. Like I love Andy Warhol. I love art. I'm a huge art fanatic. However, what I'm not into is something. It's one thing if children, I mean, how do I put this? We're all adults. We can watch things and we can be, whoever we want to be. But when you involve children, and by the way, that when it's on a public program like that where children can watch, it's too much. It's way too much, and I didn't like that. And my son will never watch that. Never. So I just felt that that was unnecessary. And yeah. B, where are you from? Who are you? And how did you hear about us? Thank you for coming in, by the way. What are everyone's garden plans this year? I have seeded a few old potatoes and 2 mango seeds. Really? 2 mangoes, huh? That's cool. That's cool. I don't live in an area where I can have any of that. Potatoes, obviously, but mangoes, no. I live in Northeast Ohio and it gets cold here. The only thing tropical-ish that we can have is pawpaw. And honestly, I've always wanted to have pawpaw. I think we bought some pawpaw trees. Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Fishes. All right, cool. But yeah, so the only thing tropical that we have here is pawpaw. I've never had it, and it's not something that's grown or that is produced for the grocery stores around here. Not really. So I've never really had it. And I don't know anybody that has a pawpaw. Somebody told me it tastes like a mango/banana. So yeah. And I heard they're very difficult. That you have to have male and female trees and stuff like that. So I just I don't have that. I do have kiwi. I have hardy kiwi. Um, and I've had them for 4 years and I have yet to get any fruit on them. They say it's a tropical tree. So I don't know. But yeah, so the closest haven't got any hardy kiwi either, and you're supposed to have males and females. It's really hard to determine whether or not you got male or female and all of that. So, but then I heard some people, I know Two Family Homestead, they have kiwis, hardy kiwis, and they get them. So I don't know, but I've had mine down in my food forest for quite some time, and I still have not got kiwis on them. You may be better with apples, pears, or blueberries. Yeah, I got a whole apple orchard and have a couple pear trees, and I have like 8 or 9 blueberry bushes. One is a pink lemonade, blueberry pink lemonade, and it has these little pink blueberries on it, and they're really good. They're really mild. They're not tart or anything, but they're really good. All right, let's see who's all in here. Let's see. I got Moon. Thank you for being here, Moon. And Star's here. Kaylin, the Bob is going to come up here shortly. There he is there. And Josh is here. Old Ways, Green Granny. Thank you guys. Thank you, my loyal followers, for coming in and hanging out with us tonight. Hello. Welcome to the Pooper Bowl.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket. You don't know what pain is. I was gonna cut this scraggly stuff off, but my wife unplugged my trimmer thing.
Oh, so you didn't have a battery?
I went there, it's unplugged. And went, okay.
Oh, well, that ain't happening.
That ain't happening today. I don't watch football either. I'm not a follower. I'm not. It just doesn't interest me.
No, me either. And you know what really gets me is these people in the northern states and the guys that feel the need to take their shirts off and it's like 0 below. And they're all out there screaming and they're like, they paint their chests and they're all like, yeah, no.
Yeah,
I'm not into sports where I have to sit there and freeze my ass off.
And they all need to work out a little bit too.
Oh, good.
And they cut down them calories a little bit. You're kind of freaking jiggly with your body paint. That
One
ain't
less
pretty.
stadium hot dog there, dude.
You don't look good, don't do it. Yeah. God.
But yeah, I just don't get that. Really, the 3 pawpaw trees, 4 to 5 years old, still no fruit. What's the issue? I don't know. You really have to tell them apart. You do have to have male and female pawpaws. That is what I was told. So that could be an issue. I'm not sure. I would definitely do a little more research as to why you are not getting any fruit. But I was told with those, you definitely have to have male and female trees. So,
what is a pawpaw tree? What's that?
It's a fruit, and it's grown in Tennessee, Northeast Ohio, Pennsylvania, and it is a tropical fruit. I was told that it came from the Philippines.
Oh.
And it's hardy up here. So it kind of is a cross between a mango and a banana.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah. And it's only grown in these areas here.
PAW or POW?
It's PAW, pawpaw. It is a Native American thing, but I either Columbus or somebody from the Philippines or somebody.
The Spaniards.
Yeah.
The Spaniards, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see.
They have
different looking
festivals in Southern Ohio, like pawpaw festivals and stuff.
They look like, some of them look like tiny watermelons.
Yeah.
At least on the Google stuff. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. And little tiny watermelon seeds inside of them. That's wow. Have you eaten one of those?
I've never eaten one. I've always wanted to try one or even go to the pawpaw festivals down south. because
Uh-huh.
they kind of combine the Pawpaw festivals and the Bigfoot thing. They kind of
Oh,
combine that together, and
I get it.
I've
I
always
get it.
wanted to do it, but I just haven't ever had the opportunity. And they don't sell pawpaws like in the grocery store for some reason. It's not like,
Not a big crop,
yeah, it's
I guess.
not.
Yeah.
So I've never been able to like get one.
See, there's a photo here. It says pawpaw versus papaya. Now, I've had papaya over in the Philippines.
Hmm.
That's real simple. You just cut it in half, spoon out the seeds, and you're ready to eat. But that's interesting. Yeah. I'll bet the Spaniards brought that over here with them. I mentioned that in your chats before, how we
Yeah,
owe a lot to the Spanish, as far as horticultural. They were very smart, transporting fruits and vegetables from India to all over the world, and from their colonies to other places. They're feeding us today, is what they're doing.
yeah.
Is what they did. They really.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And like I said, I was told that you were supposed to have the male and female tree. So I would definitely look into that. I don't know how
Mhm.
you can tell the difference. I really don't.
Hmm.
They don't have a shelf life to sell in the stores. Oh, okay.
Oh,
There
okay.
are certain stores here in Ohio that will sell them, but it's like a farmer's market type deal. It's not like it's not in a like a main grocery store. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mhm. Oh, I got some little sprouts coming out of one of my rhubarb.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I set the rhubarb and my blueberry bush outside to get them at during the day.
Hmm.
And the other day when I was bringing my rhubarb inside for the night, little tiny pink sprouts coming up. It's like, boom, go baby, go.
Yeah. I'm anxious to see mine pop up. I have one in my garden bed out there, but I'm concerned this next weekend we're going to move the ducks. So I just don't want them to eat any of the rhubarb before it pops up.
Yeah, give it a fighting chance. I get that.
Yeah. But it's so cool when it first pops up. It's like little spears.
Hmm.
They're cool.
Oh yeah, growing here in my area, there were fields and fields and fields of that here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a really, really popular thing in England. They grow it everywhere there. Like
Mm,
they do weird things with it. It's not just pies and stuff. They
yeah.
make soups. I watched
Yeah.
this one lady. It was like I'm into weird stuff, and she was making medieval food.
Oh.
She was like all dressed up. She's on YouTube. I cannot remember
Mhm.
exactly what it was, but she was cooking on an open fire in a castle, and she was making rhubarb soup.
I wonder how that tastes. I've
I
never
don't
had that.
know because think about it though with beef. I don't know.
Yeah?
Would it be savory or tart? Like
Wow.
I don't know. Hey King Poobah.
Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I've never
Yeah,
heard
we're
of that,
getting
but
a couple pawpaw trees and we're getting some plums at the end of March.
I I do know that the most popular strain of,
Victoria.
rhubarb is Victoria. That's what
That's
these
what I
are.
have. Is a
Yeah.
Victoria.
It
Yeah.
seems like they really the British spread those out all over the world. They were named
Yeah.
after their queen.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
only one I'm technically used to is the
Mhm.
Victoria because it's red.
Yeah.
The other ones are just like green and they're not
Yeah,
very
there's
pretty to look at and
what we did here in this area is called hothouse rhubarb. And you let the root ball grow for about 3 years. These root balls get big, guys, I know, because I used to have to pick them up and throw them on a trailer behind a tractor, and they bring them into what's called a hothouse. It's a tar paper building. Hey, Carol.
see.
And it's completely black in there. It's completely dark, and we would stack them in rows, hundreds and hundreds of rhubarb roots, close it up, no light. You can't have any light in there. And they had oil furnaces. They'd turn them on, and rhubarb will grow in the dark. But
Mm.
when you harvest it, the stalks are pink, very light pink, and the leaves are yellow. It's very delicate, and that sold for. That's why some of these Japanese farmers here had a 5-acre farm. They
Oh,
could sustain their family on rhubarb, cucumbers, strawberries, and sometimes they grow raspberries also.
huh.
The rhubarb was ka-ching.
Hey,
The
Glenn.
field rhubarb is red,
Yeah.
and when the plant gets three years old or so, then they'll hook it with a plow it over, and then that's when yours truly would throw them up on a trailer and haul them in for hothouse rhubarb. Maybe I should do a video about that stuff because there's still a little bit of that in Western Washington. I still see
Oh,
see
totally.
I
I would
still see
totally watch
hothouse.
that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
all my pictures that I had from my youth working for the Japanese are all overseas now. So it's like, damn,
Oh,
yeah. But I could drive around a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, King Pupa, that's like an understory is like a permaculture thing. Courtney
Mhm.
probably knows that. From the canopy, you go from the canopy and you want to have something in kind of each zone.
So it'd probably go well in our food forest.
It
But I
It's
would go
under.
well under, she was saying oaks. It's under really large trees, the pawpaws, so they're probably really about the size of your fruit trees. Maybe
I
they need
gotta
more
add
color.
I gotta add in, if you're gonna grow hothouse rhubarb, it exhausts the roots. You're only gonna get one crop out of those roots, and after several months of picking it, because each few days they grow, and you put water on it, of course, and heat. And after the season is done, the plants are exhausted, and we'd get in there with a tractor and a front
Yeah.
end dump, and then spread
Mhm.
them out for fertilizer.
I would think they would need a lot of water with
They do.
how
They
much
do.
water they contain. But I'm
Hmm.
surprised, like, my bananas just suck it up because 'cause we're not watering them all the time. They just suck it up from I don't know where, and they're full of water.
This whole area
Oh,
where I'm at is like swampy, watery. There's like a lot of
Okay.
ponds in this area because it's just
hmm.
wet.
Then the pawpaws will do great, it sounds like from what
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
oh,
I
just
Um,
wonder.
moist, she said not swampy, just moist, so on
yeah,
the
it's
edges.
not, I
Oh,
mean, it's not swampy, I guess you would say, but it's wet for sure.
It's
I
low lying.
wonder if those would grow here in Washington State.
Pawpaws are like the northern mango, they probably would. I think the
Hmm.
Native Americans spread them everywhere.
Wow, that'd be interesting to. But it takes so many years, and we're not going to stay here forever.
No, you
You
would
know.
buy it already
Yeah.
established instead of from seed,
Oh
buy
yeah,
it
yeah,
already
Yeah,
established.
yeah. A
see, that's the
start
best
or
thing
something.
about
Mhm.
rhubarb, though, it's so easy to duplicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
All. Mhm.
you can just cut it in half and replant it, and it
Correct.
loves fertilizer, so
Correct.
you can
Hmm.
literally grow that stuff in poop, and it would just thrive.
Yeah, it's a real hardy plant. In fact, we would they would rotate their crops. One year they would grow cucumbers in a couple of acres, and
They're
then
stoked for that, King
they would
Cobra. They're
plow
stoked
under the
for that.
cucumbers, and then he would leave about an acre of rhubarb plants, and we'd turn them out of the soil and take a hatchet and chop those things into four. And then, man, they're tough. As long
Yeah.
as it's got an eye on it, and you can take that thing and stick it in the ground and water it, and they'll boom grow right back.
Mm,
They're a very low maintenance plant, you know.
yeah, yeah. I'm wondering about my lemongrass if it's like that. I still have that huge lemongrass. I haven't harvested it, but when we got cold weather, it went, "I'm
I just
dying," and it shot up a bunch of seeds all
I
over the
just
place.
don't like lemongrass. I
I'm not
don't
a
like
huge
it.
fan either
It
after I grew
hits.
it, and it
When you
hurts like
drink a
hell.
tea with lemongrass in it,
It's
your
very
mouth
strong.
afterwards is, like, slimy. It's
Oh,
like
really?
it leaves something in your mouth that I just don't like.
I
It's
wonder
like,
if they put the lemongrass essential oil on it, or was that from stuff you grew?
no, it was like a tea that had lemongrass in it.
I
Mm.
wonder if they flavored it a little and did
They
that.
could've, I don't know, but I
It's
didn't.
very anti-inflammatory, that's why I grew it.
There's
Oh,
this
okay.
girl I
Pretty
used to work with who would sweat. There was this, like, I call it a hippie shop. There was a hippie shop, like, 5 minutes from where we used to work, and they would sell lemongrass shots, and she would
Mm.
go in there and get lemongrass shots. She brought us all in one
I
time, and
would
I
think that
drank
would,
it.
like,
I was
burn the
like,
heck out of the
"This
back of
is
your throat.
This
You're
is
right,
just
Kaylin. You're right,
I was
Kaylin.
like,
They do make big fans in the summer.
I
they're
Yeah,
can't
like,
do
I
yeah.
do
wheatgrass.
this every morning, and I'm like,
Wheatgrass
Mm.
burns the crap out of me, like the back of my throat. But now I think it's because I might have a little sensitivity to it. Plus the big rhubarb leaf. Yeah,
Hmm.
pretty.
Oh, yeah.
I never
I would
really
like to
seen
get
one full
more.
grown, except
I
for
would
when
like to
they're
get.
little.
I would like to get more and plant it out in the front of the house too. I grew
Yeah,
well,
up with it, you know.
yeah, it
our
makes
back.
you. I know that
A
nostalgic
lot of
feel.
people don't
It
know this,
does.
but we
It
have an
does. Yeah.
extension on our property in the back that I mean, we just can't use it back there. It was a place
Mm.
where the previous owner had pigs, but honestly, right now, the old pig barn and the little huts that the guy had for the pig, it's all grown up. And back there, my grandfather had planted rows and rows and rows and rows of poplar trees.
Oh,
So
Oh.
it's just really shady back there or whatever. It
yeah.
probably would be a good area to put those pawpaw trees,
Hmm.
but I'd be afraid to because some of those some of that it just needs cleaned out. Some of that area is
Mm.
just
So you
the
can't
trees are
bushwhack
falling
it
down and
because of the trees. You can't
it's
go
just
in and
yeah,
bushwhack
it's
it.
just really dense. It's so
Mm.
dense. Like even if you bushwhack, I mean, it really needs a bulldozer.
Mm.
You
Oh.
know,
Yeah.
it's that kind of
I
thick.
bet your husband would have fun with that.
Yes.
And your
Mm.
son sitting on
Yeah,
his
seeing a
lap.
You
bulldozer
know they
would
would.
be all over it.
You know they would. A tracked vehicle
And
like a tank.
then get an
Mhm.
excavator, like, excavator. Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny because we had a huge issue with, like, citrus, and a lot of people had to cut down their trees even in, like, local areas. Like, my mom got money for our trees that they cut down. And Pete Canaris comes out with he got onto somebody's property and they had this citrus tree underneath the canopies of trees. It was perfect. It looked like GMO tree, but it wasn't. It was
Oh.
just the guy grew it from seed and it was perfect. Not a
Mm.
blemish on it.
You
Mm.
probably Courtney, we need to plant them actually in the woods. That would be yeah, I'd plant them in the woods. That's
That would
fine.
be a great place to hide them too. People might
Mm.
not know they're there as long as there's no walk like a thoroughway in the backwoods. Is there? Like, does it back up to anything?
Nope.
Mm.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Hidden food is food that'll
Is
be
it?
there.
It's really, really
Mhm.
dense forest back there. Like there is nothing back there. You can
Mm,
probably walk for miles and then you'd get to like a main highway.
okay.
And
And
yeah, I
there's just
was
no nothing there.
reading what Dustin just said. Well, if you did decide to develop that piece of the property, maybe rent a small excavator because an excavator can reach down and pull that stuff right out of the ground, and
Mhm.
that'd make But I know everything's expensive. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we haven't done it yet. And the
Hmm.
old pig barn that's back there wasn't built properly.
Mm,
So
Oh,
we've used pieces of it for different projects. We've just started taking it down and using it for
sure.
garden
yeah.
beds and all different chicken coops
So
and
probably an
you know,
I get.
excavator would be great. You could knock down
Hmm.
the rest of the barn, pressure wash it, and get
Hmm.
all the rest of the
Yeah.
wood out of there.
oh,
Yeah.
there he is.
There he is.
Hey,
That
Star.
oil would be awesome, though.
Hey,
But
Hey,
how are you?
good.
hey, how are you?
We are all. I'm doing good.
Your
Sorry,
signal is
I
clicking a little bit. Just to
Yeah.
let
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
kind of tick, 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 tick. Mhm.
Are you near a Wi-Fi or are you when you
How
talk?
about
When you talk, it goes click, click.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a
Probably
little
because the Wi-Fi.
You might
you're
have
a
to get
little in and
closer to your
out.
Wi-Fi. What do you wonder?
Oh, bye King Poobah.
Later, King Poopa.
What kind of tree is that, Star?
It's almost 100 years old. Mango tree.
That's a mango. You gotta get
Yeah.
closer to that.
Yeah.
Let me see that. Let me see the mango tree.
Oh, the
Look,
mangoes in the
can you get
Philippines
closer
get
part of it?
huge like that, man. They get
Yeah, they do.
enormous.
They do
I'm
get
jealous
enormous.
about all the tropical stuff that you can grow. That is so
I
cool
hear
to
you.
me.
I hear you,
Is-
Are
Courtney.
they
I
the
am
kind of
too.
mangoes that come down on a stem, Star? Like how they like drop down on a stem and then they're real big? Like when they grow, do they come down? Yeah.
Mm. Hmm.
But
I
the thing
forget
is,
the
this
name.
is a native species. Native tree. It's not one of those hybrid ones that you can actually see them in the market.
Mm-hmm.
This
Mhm.
will
Was it
give
real
the mangoes
fibrous or
like
no?
in the late season, really late season, like after the summer.
Okay.
Now you can see the flowers though.
Yeah, you
Can
can
you see the
get like
flowers?
mangoes for and space them out for different parts of the season down here. Different
Yeah.
cultivars. Yeah,
What
Yeah,
was
pots
I
these
gonna
and
are
say?
awesome.
mushrooms. Yeah. Courtney, you got a shroom
Okay.
business back there.
I wish. You know how much mushrooms, like especially morels, go for in the season? I mean, they're so expensive. People
Might be a
just
great
like,
idea.
yes, to have your own morel farm. Oh my
Mhm.
God. Like people just flock to that crap. They want it. Or like,
It's like
yeah.
magic mushrooms. I wish. Vision Quest, please.
Y'all can see the screen.
Yeah.
My problem is,
Okay, so
okay, well,
That
actually,
looks
it
like
wouldn't be a
tamarind.
problem. This would be my luck, is I'd be in there trying to grab a mango, and a freaking cobra would fall on me or some shit.
Yeah. Or a
That would
cougar.
be my
Or what
luck.
I mean, panther.
Oh,
okay, so
What is
no
that, Star?
cobras here.
Is that
This is
moringa or
called
is it
subabu.
tamarind?
No,
I see those.
subabu.
Yeah.
I gotta
This
turn
is
you up.
what I see to my rats.
It's too hard to hear you,
It's too
brother.
hard to hear you. You're clicking
Mm.
when you speak.
I see those plants in the Philippines too. It's
Me
got to be
too.
almost the same
I see them here.
conditions where he lives as the Philippines. Must be
Mm-hmm.
very similar.
Yeah, 'cause
Well,
they're
you know
hard
what?
to get.
You know when you're picking mangoes, like in my brother-in-law's tree, it's the ants. The ants go up those trees and they hang out up there, and they're big and they're ugly and they got jaws and like
Ooh.
some of
They
the
must have
neighborhood.
the bullet ants. Those are
They're
horrible.
similar to it, but I don't think they're real toxic.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Orangey stuff. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
No,
Well,
you're
that's,
still doing the
Yeah, we can barely hear
Mhm,
you, honey.
mhm,
That's what it can you hear me? That's what it sounds like. Sorry.
mhm.
What? Okay.
What? It was like I can't even do that with my voice. What it just did.
No,
Speaking of Star, Friday at noon, Star and I have a show going on, and we are going to. He has harvested his turmeric, and wow, there's an echo.
now there's an echo.
The window open.
Oh,
There we
okay.
go.
He just
Awesome.
dropped. Yeah.
Okay.
So he harvested his turmeric, and we're going to do turmeric infused honey on Friday
Cool.
afternoon.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
You ask him to show his preparation after he gets the turmeric out of the ground because he
Okay.
was mentioning they boil it, and I want to see like what they. I don't know if that's just for powdering it or if they do that before they use it. If it's a common practice, I don't know if I need to do that. Like with mine.
Barry, thank you for being our tech support. Like today, I went to go into Caitlin's live. Caitlin. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Caitlin. Caitlin. It's live,
Kaylin. Mhm.
and I wouldn't play, and I'm like, what the hell's going on with YouTube today? Well, he
Yeah.
told me to clear my cache. Once
I was wondering if it was your cache, your cache
Yeah.
or cache, however you say it.
whatever it is. I cleared it.
And it clears
It's
everything.
been cleared.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It clears everything. That's why I'm
And
always
then
afraid
I
to
can
clear
see for
mine.
videos. So for video.
I was afraid I lost everything because my computer was down completely when I came in here.
You
Yeah,
told
they
me-
boil it always. When he said they harvest it and they boil it, and I never
Yeah,
heard
but
that
that's weird.
before.
He told me it was drying. He was
Yeah,
drying.
so I don't know what the purpose of the
So I don't
boil
know.
is.
Do you dry it or boil it?
I dry mine. I just rinse mine off really good, and I use like a little brush sometimes if it's got stuck soil. But yeah, I've never boiled mine either. So I was wondering if that was just they do that as a process before they powder it. I don't know. He mentioned it always.
I wonder if they blanch it before they powder it.
Maybe they just blanch it. That would
Yeah.
make sense. Yeah, that would make sense. To make sure they're not getting any organisms in their powder
Yeah.
that might
to
grow
keep it.
crap.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, always. I was wondering because I ate mine as soon as it was like actually rinsed.
Oh, you straight up ate it?
Oh, I'll eat little pieces off of it. I like it better that way, and it
Hmm.
doesn't affect me like making me tired. The powders make me tired.
Hmm.
Huh.
But after what Star said, that they put frickin' trees in the powders sometimes,
Hmm.
who knows what I'm reacting to.
Oh, talk about reacting. I was shaping and pruning a couple of small trees off of our deck. They're shaped like a teardrop,
Mhm.
and I had been working inside of it, cleaning it, all the dead material, and I did this for 3 or 4 days, and I had an allergic reaction to them. Yeah,
Good to know.
my wrists, that's even with gloves and all that.
Wow,
My
okay.
wrists and my hands started burning
What
red,
kind of
and
tree?
I
What
don't
was it?
know what kind. It's similar to a pine, but it's not a pine. It's
Oh.
they're an ornamental shrub, and I was going to reshape them and bonsai those.
Mhm.
But after I got an allergic reaction to it, I was like, we got to take those out. I
Yeah,
can't
they
touch
gotta
them
go.
because I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine having coffee next to it and have some of that fall in my coffee. And yeah,
Good,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
No, thank
yeah.
you.
I'm gonna have to take them out. It's just a shame though. But
Mhm. Pickled
yeah.
is good old ways. That sounds yummy. Yeah, that must be it, old ways. But nope, can't hear you at all. Did you mute yourself this time? He's like, "Damn it." He won't say damn it.
I'm letting you know, Melon sucks when it comes to cell phones and
Yeah.
and being live. So
Oh.
it just never works ever.
Ooh, is it maybe a small cedar or part of the cedar family? I react to those.
Oh no, dear.
And juniper too. That's he's not my friend.
No, it's almost like a spruce. It's a
Old
shrub,
ways,
and
get it.
yeah,
Spruce?
Oh.
yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll go take a cutting, and I'll be
Hey,
right back.
Tibor.
Oh,
Hey,
don't
Mr.
hurt yourself
Aquarius. Thank
though.
you for
I'll
coming
blow
in.
No,
up.
no, no. I'll just real carefully get a cutting
Okay.
and
Yeah, don't get poisoned on our account.
Yeah, yeah. Don't get rashes on our account. We're not
We
about that.
see Bob swell like on the live
Horrible.
right before our eyes.
That'd be awful.
Someone give him an
Hey,
EpiPen.
Tibor. Hey, Tibor. Hey, Homestead.
Thank
I
you for
need that.
coming to the Pooper Bowl
What
where
was
we
the
don't talk
trivia
about
you were
football.
saying? What was the trivia? Was it about poop? Because I can do
Maybe.
poop, but I can't do anything about football. I don't know football worth
I don't
it.
know nothing about football.
Mm-mm. Gosh, Bob, like suggested
Hey,
allergy attack. I
Tofu.
don't think having one. Oh, really, old ways? Because you do it on your phone? Shoot, that would be fun.
Just an FYI, I added in another membership. So it's $2.99 and it helps us out on the farm. So if you're interested on being a member, we have another tier. It's $2.99. So my tiers are 99 cents, $2.99, and $5.99.
So $2.99 would be like your farm friends or your farm franchisers.
Yep.
Have your own farm, but through us.
Yeah, pretty much.
You own
It helps us out because we have
$2.99.
not been selling eggs.
Oh, that's right.
It's been a disaster.
Oh no.
We're still trying to
Mm,
get our chickens to lay.
gosh. I have been seeing quite a bit online that some of the folks that have been doing it a long time are like giving info out, like for those who haven't. I was hearing too, alfalfa pellets are really good. That they make really great yellow oaks. I'm like
Hmm.
stuck in the side chat. Yeah, I heard that. That they couldn't, some people said alfalfa hay, that their hens liked picking through it. And others said, well, mine won't eat alfalfa hay. And then they were saying about wetting down the pellets, getting the pellets and using those because they get them for their goats. And then they would use the alfalfa pellets. Because I've been
I have
researching it
alfalfa.
too.
I was actually going to grow it.
There you go.
because I have like a pound of alfalfa seeds.
Oh, that would work. Then you would have food of your own
Yeah.
that you could let go to seed and reseed and
Well, my
reseed.
thing was I was gonna make fodder one year and I never did, so I have like a pound of that stuff.
That's awesome.
So
That would be great for them. What is that? What is that?
Yeah, it's an ornamental shrub, and it's not a Douglas fir. It's something different. But this is all the longer that the needles become,
Huh.
and they're very sharp. It's a beautiful plant.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
I wanted so much to be able to bonsai both those trees. I was cleaning out all the inside dead material to see what I have, and then bonsai. But
Yeah.
my body reacted to it, and I've got to take them out.
I wonder if your body reacted to the tree or if the previous owners sprayed it with anything.
It's that backyard was left derelict for so many years, darling.
Oh, okay, then it's
Yeah.
not spray.
There was
Darn.
I'm finding dead morning glory in that tree 9 feet in the air.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
that's
so this place was left abandoned for a long time. But this is the bark looks like pine,
Is
but
that
it's not.
juniper?
No, I know what juniper is. No,
Huh.
this is something different. This is something different.
Oh, I wonder what it
It's
is.
almost like a spruce, but
Yeah, Old Way
I'm
says it does look like a spruce. She says
yeah,
it looks like spruce.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to get rid of this
Yeah.
and the gloves. I'll be right back.
Take a picture of it before you throw it outside, Bob,
Okay.
and then send it to your extension service and ask them what it is. You
Okay.
should have an extension.
hmm Yeah, Washington State University has some of those around in this area. Yeah.
There you go.
Good idea. Good idea, Carol.
Thanks. I have them once in a while. Sometimes.
Chicken wings were prepared today. Yeah, I didn't have any. I saved a chicken. I didn't have any chicken wings. In fact, I made cheeseburgers for lunch.
Chickens have been scared to be chickens. Yeah, I bet. They don't want to get barbecued in special ways like they've been getting barbecued lately. Ew. Yeah, the meteorite, Passamaquoddy was right. It was supposed to hit. I don't know if it hit yet over near France.
Oh, a big one?
They're saying it's just like a meter-sized meteorite.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's scary.
It's still scary, yeah.
There he is, Mr. India. I was gonna say Mr. America, but you're
Look
not.
at how lovely his plants look in the background. Oh my goodness.
I had to come back because the melon wasn't working on the mobile phone.
It's so funny. You look like you're in an up-class office, or
His
executive
little snake
friend.
plant over there. By the way, my aunt lives in Florida, and she has those snake plants, and she can actually plant them in the ground.
Me too.
Well, she planted them in the ground or whatnot,
Yep.
and they actually got flowers on them and bloomed.
I didn't
Nice.
let mine bloom. They go nuts.
That's cool.
She's like, I've never seen them do that before.
They go
The
crazy.
only
here.
snakes I know are my exes. So
I got
Yes,
more
about
than one of those.
The mother's
They
tongue, I think.
Yeah, they come with a forked tongue, don't they, brother?
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh Lord.
You prefer to eat chicken meat and not bones. Well,
Moon,
I think
it's
they
okay,
developed
Moon.
something like that at KFC old ways. It's
Uh,
it from a computer.
Chicken wings. Mhm.
no.
Turmeric.
Oh, turmeric.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why do they
oh,
boil
oh,
it, Star? We were talking about that. Why do they boil it over there? You mentioned them boiling the turmeric before they powder it. Is that
Yeah.
just
The
for powder?
boiling actually keeps them, preserves them for
Oh.
longer periods of time.
But is it like a quick boil? Like they just kind of shock it? Or do they boil it for a bit?
Water, they'll boil the water first, then they'll put the turmeric in
Okay.
for a few minutes, then they'll take it out.
They
Okay.
basically they blanch it.
They are blanching it.
Oh, okay.
It kills the
is-
stuff on it too.
Is that also called tamarind?
No, tamarind was
No.
with the tree. The
Oh,
Tamarind is
It's a
a
tree.
fruit.
a fruit.
You want to
Yeah.
see tamarind? I can get you. There's a tree just behind me.
Oh, I know. I know what tamarind is,
Okay.
but it looks so similar on the webcam. Yeah.
Yeah. My webcam sucks.
You're
Is
supposed
that
to.
a-
There, no,
Here,
that's a better one. It looks like
here you're
turmeric now.
supposed to blanch most vegetables before you put them in the freezer.
Yeah.
Is that a
How
root
is it?
crop?
Mm-hmm.
It's a root
Sorry?
crop.
Like ginger.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
grows
Oh,
Just like
wild.
ginger,
okay,
yeah.
okay. I
So
got it.
they come in like this, like you know, like my
Fingers.
hand, yeah, like fingers.
Hmm.
So the tuber which these were connected to, I
Mhm.
don't know whether they use them, but I had kept those tubers with me. I don't know what to do with those.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I
I
don't know what to
harvested
do with
fingers,
the
but tubers
plant
I
part
don't know.
either. Or you could use them just to put down. Do you see if your chickens want them?
No, they are, um, my hand was burning since 2 days. I mean, since I
Oh,
harvested them and cleaning them, yeah.
Oh,
All that turmeric went inside the nails and all.
ow.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So chickens,
Yeah.
yeah,
Grew a lot then.
chickens ate the plants,
Yeah,
the
that's
green
what I meant. The plants, the
the
reed
plant.
part. I was wondering if they would eat that. Yeah, not the
Mm.
turmeric. I would think
Yeah,
that
they
would give
do
them diarrhea.
yeah.
It's a bit strong.
If it
Yeah,
was
I've-
But
me, it would probably give me
we have
diarrhea
a flu.
because I just have that kind of stomach.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
One of the farm nearby lost 30 chickens in a day. I lost 7 of my baby chicks.
No. Oh, I'm
Why?
sorry.
Snake in them or something?
Flu.
No, there's something
Oh,
in the air here. It's a
oh,
disease. It
oh
comes
no.
transition from cold to hot
We have it.
conditions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they
So
were
it's like
born with.
19 degrees in the night
Mhm.
and 35 degrees in the afternoon. So much difference between.
Nice.
It's like
Mm.
so cold and so hot. So
I'm
the
sorry.
bodies we're not getting adjusted.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that too. That's
Mm.
Yeah, that's not.
poor
cool at
little
all.
hen too.
Thank you.
Her little babies.
Yeah.
Good mama. She was a good mama too. So it must have shocked her too.
Oh, I'm sure it
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
And her
Is she
eye
still with
got
you? Did she
swollen.
make it? Did she make it?
She's in the ICU. I made an ICU and
Yeah,
taking
good.
care of her right now. Yeah.
Good. I hope she makes it.
I hope so.
Oh, Old Way says the leaves are great for teas and other recipes from the turmeric.
Uh-huh. If anything that you touch with turmeric smells like turmeric, in the sense like
Yeah.
the tubers are smelling in the same way, the leaves are in the same way. Everything burns also.
Yeah.
Everything burns if you touch with your bare hands.
I'm just not a
Ooh.
fan of it, and I'll tell you why. It tastes like dirt to me.
No, that's
Yeah,
beets. Beets taste like dirt.
Yes,
Well,
they
beets
do.
smell like dirt.
Beets.
You
Oh.
just,
Beets are like dirt.
but
I'll still do some.
turmeric just tastes like real earthy. I
I
don't
like
Yeah.
know.
It
Earthy,
does
yes.
have an earthier taste than ginger. Yeah, it's more
Yeah.
earthy, but I like it.
I
Oh,
like
I
the
like
smell.
Courtney.
I like the raw though.
I
I like
once
the
took
raw.
a bite of raw ginger because we were making the mean green diet. It caused
Mhm.
it asks for like a knob off your ginger and you put it in the juice. So I'm like, oh, it tastes. It was hotter than hell. I
Yeah,
was like,
fresh
holy
ginger is.
smokes.
It's very hot. I can do a little bit of that. It's super hot though. Fresh
Yeah.
ginger.
Courtney, you mentioned beets. Man, that brings back
Love
bad
the greens
memories.
too, tofu. I love
If I lived on
greens.
nothing but beets, I would die because I
Oh,
hate
me too.
Most people would. The oxalic acid in beets is so
Oh.
high.
We
They say it's so good for your stomach, though. They
yeah,
say
when we were very young, we grew beets and Mom canned them, but we didn't grow them for very long, as my memory serves, because Mom would put some of those sliced on our plate, and all of us kids was went. Yeah,
There's a
so
really good like Greek pickled salad though, with the beets and the beet greens and garlic, olive oil. I forget
Mhm.
what else they might put in it, but it's
No
good.
matter what you do, beets are
beets
beets. I
are
mean,
beets.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
You know
It's
what?
an
Like in
acquired taste.
Australia, I was shocked to hear that they eat beets on their hamburger. They cut off
Yeah,
a big
remember
piece of
that?
beet on their
ew.
hamburger, and I'm like,
Yeah, a slice of
what?
beet on a hamburger. It's like,
I'd rather have rhubarb on my hamburger than beets.
Yeah, no. But I do like. I love pickled eggs with
Mhm.
the beet.
Oh yeah.
Now there's something about that tastes good,
Hmm.
but I don't. And if you leave the beets in there, I will not eat them. No.
Fishes, Mr. Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Let us show corky. Rattlesnake tails.
Oh, cool.
Oh wow. Wow.
Those are neat.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Do you
really
have
cool.
rattlesnakes in
I would
India?
jump 8 feet in the air if somebody did
No.
that to me.
They're
And I'd
You know,
probably,
the
rattlesnake
other day
beans.
you came to my live stream. I showed you this is a shampoo.
yeah, that was
Shampoo thing.
wild.
Yeah.
So then you just add like take the beans out and add water, or how do you process it into a shampoo?
And this whole thing, you put them in the blender. The whole thing.
Okay,
And
with a
you
little
add
water
water
in it.
and apply. See, look at my hair.
I know
It's
you got some
growing.
thick hair, healthy
Oh
hair,
yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it looks
coconut
good.
oil, and those
Mm-hmm.
little rattlesnake plant doing its job.
Hey, dancing alone with rentals. Beet soup is cool.
Oh no beets, no beets.
Yeah, you have to be careful with the beet though when you're juicing it. You don't want to juice a lot of beet. You want to juice a little bit because the oxalic acid in it can burn the back of your throat pretty bad. And if you
Hmm.
get kidney stones, you've got to be really careful with it
Oh
because it can
Lord,
You
set
no
should
thanks.
dye
people.
white clothes in that beet colors. You know, it's a good dye. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wow.
was just told that. I mean, you shouldn't overdo it with beets because it
Yeah.
can mess up your stomach or mess you up. But I was also told that it's really good for your stomach too.
Hmm.
I
It can be made into soap. Yeah.
even rats don't eat beets in my country.
Yeah,
I
you
try
know
to
it's pretty
teach them.
bad if rats don't eat it.
They don't eat it.
The Cosmic grew a sugar beet, and they grew a couple of them. And when they harvest them, they ate them. They
Mhm.
said they were really good. They were really sweet.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
those
We used-
are different than the ones we had in our garden.
Yeah.
Sugar beets are different. Eastern Washington, they used to have farms growing them for sugar production.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're a sugar producer.
Whoa, baby, these
Northern.
things were enormous. Yeah.
Yeah, they replaced the sugar cane up north for sugar processing.
You and
Is
I
it
sugar.
Hmm.
You
Is
and
it
I
better
sugar.
than sugar cane?
Is it better? It's just sugar. I don't know if it's better. I know the Belgians will use it in their waffles, the crystallized beet sugar, and it's delicious when they do
Mhm.
that.
Wow.
It melts like in the waffle and creates like these little sweet spots in it.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's processed. It's not the beet. It's a beet sugar crystals.
Kaylin says
Morning.
yucca. What is yucca? I'm gonna Google.
It depends which one she's talking about. There's two. We grow one down here that's a tuber that is a tree, and then there's one that looks like the agave plant.
Wait, hold on. What are you talking about?
Yucca and yucca.
Oh yeah.
There's
Yucca?
The one that looks like an agave plant
Mhm.
is the one that you don't want it. You can't eat that or anything like that.
Yeah. The
It's
other
the
one
one
you
you
eat the root.
can't make that into a soap.
Yeah.
The other one you can.
She's
The
saying
Oh,
yucca
there
that
are-
we have,
leaves?
the yucca that we have up here, you can't.
Mhm.
You can't make it into soap or anything like that.
I've never heard that before, though, that they
There are
make
50
the one we
species
have
itself.
into soap. I'll have to look that
Yeah,
up.
they
Kaylin,
do in
thanks.
Africa, like
Oh.
yeah. It's a big thing there.
I got 2 trees that give me soap and shampoo, so I'm happy.
Well, yucca, though, she spelled is the other one. It's the one that looks like the agave. The
The
one that we
family
have is
aggregating.
YUCA. That's why I'm asking.
Yes, that's it, Kaylin. Thank you. The ground yucca.
And that's
Bosch.
the agave. That's not.
Super.
This is so
Bosch?
confusing. Hold
How
on.
do you pronounce that? Is it Russian soup that I keep hearing in the movies?
Oh, they're showing the other yucca. It's not the one that I grow. It is the other one. Soap
Is it?
tree. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it
The
was
one that
different.
looks like an
Yucca is
agave.
different
They
from
call it
agave, yeah.
the soap tree yucca or yucca, YUCCA. They have a video on it, how to make it.
That's correct. Okay.
Yeah, because I had never heard that before with my trees, that I could also
Boss.
make soap.
I just know that the yucca plants up here are so sharp. Like if you just touch it,
Looks like-
it's really sharp.
It looked like some kind of stem that maybe from when they flower that they were using. That's what
Yeah.
it kind of looked like.
Even sugarcane plants, the leaves, they cut you if you run through sugarcane plantation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Same thing with my lemongrass is sharp. They can cut.
Even though you see a rabbit, just don't run behind it.
Just leave them be. Yeah, don't run through that stuff.
I learned the hard way.
Hmm.
Let me see what they do. I was showing it.
Ukrainian borscht.
Borscht.
Here's a video
Borscht.
from the Twilight Zone. You guys might want to look at it. I know it's kind of bounce off the topic to that balloon, but if you watch that video made by the Twilight Zone TV series,
Mm-hmm.
I thought of that series, that one episode, Monsters on Maple Street, way back in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed how they, like the balloons, they're messing with us, man.
Yeah.
They're testing reaction. This video here shows how, and back in the 60s, they showed aliens sitting back watching, and they're watching Maple Street, how they turned the power off, and then they started a lawnmower and shut it off, and they did a few things, and how society, every street that they did this experiment on fell apart. People resorted to violence. That's what these guys are doing with their balloons, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Monsters on Maple Street. Yeah.
It's
Anyway.
Mr. Bob. It says the uploader has not made this video available in your country.
Oh, okay. That's too bad.
Interesting.
Mhm. Well, I can play it here. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Old ways to just cut the
There are
tips
so
off
many
of the
that are
video and
not-
you can get it.
Not given in India. We can't watch these.
Oh, sorry about that.
Wow.
Twilight Zone was a TV series way back in the 60s. Way back. You know, I remember it. I'm old. I remember it. You know.
I didn't know that Moon over Miami. I've never heard that. I figure it was from corn rather than sugar beets. They use a lot of corn for sweetener.
That's
Yeah,
another
I would
problem
say
I
that.
have because that's not good for you either.
It's not good
it's
for you.
not good. It's not good.
I mean, you could take sugar beets or
But
sugar
we
cane.
use sugar cane
It's an
down here.
organic plant. You know, they do processing with it, but the corn stuff that comes from a freaking laboratory, man.
Yeah. Corn's really actually better for your animals than it is for you to eat.
Mhm.
I've been
Good
doing,
plant.
I really like the agave sugar or syrup. I've been doing that. I like just plain Jane maple syrup.
Yeah, that's better for you than the agave.
But
Yeah,
I,
but-
Processed
I
too.
do Splenda sometimes. It depends on what I have available.
Yeah.
But I've stayed away from sugar and just sugar in general, and I don't do corn syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agave is like a corn syrup, even though they made it really healthy. It's a fructose syrup, and you have to be careful because it'll put on middle weight, just like the other fructose syrups will. You have to be really watch it
Yeah.
with agave. But maple
Do-
syrup's fine. It's pretty much they just boil it. If you're getting real maple syrup. My friend from Vermont used to say that they would add stuff to that too,
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
and not have to admit that they did unless it was over a certain percentage.
Oh.
Once it left the states that make
Yeah.
it.
Mm.
I know, right? Yum, maple syrup. I used to love that in my coffee with real cream. Oh,
Maple
real
syrup.
half and half and maple syrup. Mm-mm-mm.
You know, Mrs. always has brown sugar in her coffee. She doesn't.
Oh, that's good
she could-
too. It's like caramel.
She doesn't like the processed bleached white sugar. She uses brown sugar.
Doesn't
Yeah.
seem. But
Seems to be-
that's processed too. Did you explain that America will just put molasses back into it?
No, I didn't. But I just leave that alone. And
Yeah, just let her enjoy herself if she likes that.
I put brown sugar
Exactly.
in my spaghetti sauce.
No,
Okay,
those-
in India,
Filipinos do
brown
that
sugar
too.
means
Sure,
drugs.
Courtney.
You
Mhm.
can't say that here.
What? Brown sugar means what?
Drugs.
Oh.
Oh.
Like
If you say
heroin.
you're going around asking people, they might
You
they
sell
might
brown
arrest-
sugar? They'd be like,
Yeah, exactly. Hit you. Get away! Smack!
what do you mean? I was not looking for drugs. I'm making a recipe
Yeah.
for my Indian
I-
friend. I'm
I-
trying to make him
I just want to cook some
ham.
spaghetti. Stop hitting me.
Man, a commoner doesn't know spaghetti here. If you walk around asking people, I should do that. I should do a video. Okay, I'll ask people, name 10 American foods that you know. We'll see how many they'll come up with. Yeah, do that.
McDonald's.
I'll only interview beautiful girls. Okay.
Old ways aspartame did that to me anytime I would get aspartame, I would be so ill.
Aspartame.
Yeah, aspartame. It's a fake sugar that they used to put in things more often. They're starting to back out because a lot of people have had reactions to it.
Oh.
Oh,
So now they're using Splenda instead, which is I think sucrose.
just eat jaggery, no? Jaggery is far better, right? Jaggery is just boiled cane.
Jaggery. That's what you guys
Yeah.
call it. I don't know what it's called here other than it's just raw sugar, like raw. It's almost like
Raw
a brown. Is it like
Yeah,
the
before
brown?
it crystallizes and all the dog bones are used to.
I like it crystallized. I'm sorry. I don't like the brown without the crystals. I think it tastes just too molasses like.
Jaggery will not have molasses smell or taste. It's basically looks like a clay, you know.
Yeah, I've had
They
it.
also come in molds, right? You have that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay.
I've seen the molds. Yeah, I don't like it.
If you freeze them and throw at somebody, people can get hurt.
Well, maybe I'll keep some on
I
hand.
didn't know this. Okay. I knew having the mold off of sweet corn or corn, when it gets that mold on it. What is that stuff called? I can't think of it right now.
Fungus.
It's a fungus that grows on the corn.
The spotted fungus one, that one.
And it's like a delicacy. People eat it.
Oh no,
right?
I don't know which one you mean. Sorry.
So there's
I
like
don't
this fungus that grows on it, but I had no idea.
Corn smut.
Corn smut. That's what it's called.
You're a corn smut.
I had no idea that it gets you high.
Oh,
Really?
that's why people like it. Gives you a
Oh.
little something
Hot in the
extra.
sense like
A
hot.
hallucinogen.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
I don't think I
it
can do
goes
sweet
for
nut
big
either.
bucks. Like if you have that on your corn, it goes for big bucks. Like people eat it.
Yeah, I've seen
Oh,
people
I need to
eating
get
some
with it and
shrooms
start
also.
growing some corn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
should.
corn smut slut.
What corn? Is it sweet corn like your corn or our corn?
I think it's just sweet corn that it grows
Okay.
on. I love the niblets.
What, with the smut on them? Homestead? With smut or without smut? How would you like your corn?
That sounds like a scolding stuff, no?
It does. It sounds like a naughty word, doesn't it?
Yeah. You smut.
It does. You dirty corn smut.
Oh, old ways of
Oh.
had it.
That should actually hurt somebody.
Mhm,
Yeah.
yeah.
It
Get
Oh,
sounds
punched.
let's not bring up the nipple storms. That was so disgusting. Ooh. You gotta lance
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Lance
Storm
that
says
nipple
or
there.
with the nipple, and then Gear says walks back out. Like he came in at the wrong time.
Welcome, Gear.
Hello, Gear.
You like some corn smut on your nipples?
Coming in, Gear.
At least they're not crackers.
Corn smut.
Reason for arrest: he's high on corn smut. And walked into
I've never
traffic.
seen
Tried
that.
to direct traffic because he was high on corn smut.
Yes.
Yeah, you know you live in the sticks when that's written up in the police report.
Yeah.
Have you
Was
guys
going
seen
through
what
the
the corn
cornfield.
smut looks like? I'm going to share a picture.
Was going through the
Okay.
cornfields, stealing their corn
Although I'm
smut.
afraid to look it up because it says smut.
Yes, could go a really bad direction.
Crop cycles.
It very well could. Yes.
Oh, Old Way says it can grow on all corn and it's delicious. Now,
Interesting.
did it give you a little something extra, Old Ways? Is that why?
Hey,
it's a question?
Josh from Skinner Farms is here. How you doing,
Hey,
Josh?
Tina.
Here you go. Here's what it looks like, and no way in hell I'm eating that. I'm sorry. It's
Oh,
weird.
what the flippity do? That looks.
They look like
a
zombie
fungus.
corn.
Yeah, it does look like zombie corn. That's a great way to explain it.
Zombie corn.
Where?
It sounds like an Andrew Lloyd Webber.
It looks like it has
Musical.
toenail fungus on it.
Zombie corn.
Give me a little
It's a
more
Panthers
corn
unique.
smart.
Thank you, Bob.
Ooh.
Thank you for this, Bob.
The taste
no
is
more. The
so
chefs are using that.
delicious. Andrew Lloyd Webber. Huh?
Well, what kind of fungus is it? It says scientific name is.
It's a fungus that ain't going.
Mustilago
Yeah.
A fungus ain't going in my mouth. That
I need to
What
learn how
does
to
it
speak
taste
Latin.
like? It says. Okay.
Yeah, they're using it now as a
Rice food
delicacy.
in Central
Food in
America.
Central America.
Huh.
Used in soups, enchiladas, tortillas, and other dishes. Found canned product at grocery store. The taste has been described by
Like
different people as being a
sweet,
mushroom-like,
woody,
savory,
earthy,
woody, earthy,
smoky,
smoky, corn-like, inky.
inky.
Or inky. What the hell is
You
inky?
might be.
Inky flavor.
inky.
I think you might be consuming this when you go to restaurants. You don't know what they're putting in those dishes.
Mm.
For example, if you go and order a plate of enchiladas, oh, these enchiladas taste better than that restaurant. Obviously, they
No,
might have put all this
no,
stuff in.
no second serving on the corn smart. You said Andrew Lloyd.
So it's like the truffle of the corn.
Right.
Cameron.
Looks like
And if
it,
it's
yeah.
and if it's anything that you eat that's very strange, such as that, I'm shitting my pants. So
Yeah, your body can't.
See, when you want to
truth
go
is, I shall not eat
SHIT,
you because my body will not agree.
don't wear pants.
My body does protest too much.
There is lysine in it, though, that is very good for you.
Lysine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lysine.
If you have diarrhea, you should wear a skirt.
Oh, it looks like a corn fungus, all right. It looked like the corn grew toenail fungus and toenails too.
Yes. Oh my God! It looks like witch
toenail.
toenails. Like you would think a witch for Halloween.
Yes.
Let me eat these witches' toenails real quick.
And send those pictures to Gear.
Always, what do they mean by
Oh my
inky?
goodness, the pictures I
think
should
of
be sending to
octopus
you.
when I think of inky.
What is really not surprising me is that Old Ways has had it before.
I know.
That
You
it just doesn't surprise me.
She is like the Encyclopedia Britannica.
Oh,
that chick.
man.
She's seen it, touched it, or ate it, and we've like just discovered it. Usually. Oh, even Homestead Aquarius said people go crazy over corn smut. It's an expensive thing. Yeah, it seems like it would be like a truffle
Yeah.
because it's not an
Smut is
all-the-time
expensive.
thing. It's a
Mhm,
rarity.
Have you guys had like a truffle
You need to mention
like sauce or like you know how they make truffle whatever and flavored stuff and you can put it in
I
Yeah.
don't know what
Yeah.
truffle-
I have.
horrible.
Mhm.
Whoever
Yeah.
thinks that French truffles, you know, that the pigs find in the woods, think that those little black things are wonderful. You have
Wait.
you have alien taste buds.
Mm-hmm.
No,
No.
Isn't
What?
it like mushroomy and kind of garlicky?
Garlicky.
it's not
Together?
anything of the sort. It's disgusting.
I
Do
think
really
I
pigs
tried
find
truffle
truffles in
oil.
forest?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir. They can smell the truffles underneath the soil, and that's how
Yeah.
the French
I think
farmers
they
go and dig them up, and they sell them
train
for a
dogs to do
high
it now.
price.
I think they train dogs to do it because the
Mm.
pigs
Oh.
kept eating them.
Hmm.
I think they figured out a way to do it with
Where's
dogs.
my $200 truffle? Wilbur ate it.
Yeah, Wilbur got to him before I could. He knocked me out of the way and ate all my truffles.
That was
Oh,
like
Damn,
now I
his
understand.
wages right
Okay,
there.
now I
Damn that
understand.
Wilbur. That
That's some-
dirty Wilbur. He ate my truffles.
Truffle.
This is my
Oh,
truffles.
oh,
Hey,
truffle.
you know,
Truffles. Oh, ma chérie.
Yeah, there's also white truffles. You're
We
right.
better eat my truffle.
Mm.
We
Yo,
Okay, and
few
now you
say
can, if
swine,
you
they ate
leave
my
the store without
truffles.
doing it, you can, think of what Courtney said. Just you're not missing out.
Imagine if a Bond girl said that on the bed. Eat my truffle.
Mm,
That would be totally different.
Yeah,
that
that
would
would
be
be
different.
probably
Yeah.
different. Just like eat my smut.
Yeah.
That would be disgusting, you know. I would just walk out of the door if somebody said that.
Eat my
Ew.
smut, bitch.
Eat
That's
my
what it
smut.
sounds like. It just sounds so bad.
Um,
It's like that picture that I sent you about with the fish fry on a banana leaf. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, it's Super Bowl Sunday here, so the restaurants are pretty much empty. So Mrs. I said, "Hey, come on, baby, let's go eat." And in the parking lot, I see a sedan in front of us with a big sticker on a big decal said, "Drive fast and eat ass." Showed a couple of pictures of somebody's head buried. It's like, wow, hon, look at
Okay.
that. That takes more guts than I've got. It
Wow.
wasn't on the
Wow.
bumper, it was on the back window of the car. Drive fast and eat ass. And you can see these pictures. Oh my
Bet he was bringing
God.
in the chicks.
What a pervert.
That's so
To have
disgusting.
that
You know?
on your car?
Well,
I don't
this
know
is
how
Out in the
people
open?
get
yeah,
off on
this is a gay-owned restaurant, and most of the employees
Oh,
are les.
okay.
So
Oh, okay.
I'm
All
thinking
right.
this was one of their employees in there.
Yeah.
They are
Hey,
not.
put a
Food
sticker
comes
on
from
your
that
car to
home.
pick up people with.
Honda
Ew.
Civic. I bet.
Oh, that's
I,
cool. Old Way says you can buy oak trees already inoculated with truffle spores to grow in America. That's pretty cool.
I have
I'm
two
sadly
truffles.
allergic to oaks, especially the northern ones with the pretty leaves.
It is very offensive. Yes, Homestead Aquarius. Seeing that,
yeah,
regardless
yeah.
of what
It is,
what
yeah. Like
age, I mean,
I
what
just
my kids
gender
were
they
on the
are,
road
still,
with me.
you do
I
that
just
in your
burst
own
out
person.
laughing.
Yeah.
I just burst out laughing, and my
Yeah.
wife sees that that decal, and she goes, "Holy cow! Talk about advertising for someone to vandalize your car." So, yeah, you'd never see
Pretty
that on
much.
my car, man. Nothing like that.
Yeah. Do
Mhm.
what you
Mhm.
want at home. Yes, correct. But still, eating
Exactly,
that,
Homestead Aquarius. I also don't want to see how many family members you have. Unless you represent them with guns. I like that one where it's
I
all
like
different types of guns.
I like what was it? My stick figure family will eat your stick figure family or something like that, and it had like a T-Rex or something on there. It was
Oh, really?
freaking hilarious. And I like
Yeah, I
stuff
like
like
the ones
that.
that
That's
crack
so
jokes
funny.
about it.
Or my stick figure family will kick your stick figure family's ass. Have you
Yeah,
ever seen those bumper stickers?
the most memorable bumper sticker I ever saw was in 1988 when I got first hired on with Boeing, and there was one main highway to go from the Everett facility out to I-5 and go home. And I was driving home from work, and we pulled up next to a car. I was in a carpool, and this bumper sticker had everything on it. It said, "Nuke the gay whales for Jesus."
What the
Nuke
hell?
whales, Jesus, it had everything on it. I'm laughing hysterically in the back seat, and the driver's going, "What the hell's wrong with you, Bob? You moron!" I said, "Look at that bumper sticker. It's got
Oh my God.
everything on it. All the
Yes, I've
bumper
seen
stickers."
that one. I've seen that one. I've seen that. That's funny.
That
Ain't
is
your stick figure. I love stuff like that.
yeah, and what's funny is the picture because you could see the little stick figures,
Mhm.
all eaten.
You
Mm,
got like parts of the stick figure, right? They're like
Yeah.
holding part of the stick figure, I
and
think.
oh, they're eating. Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's so messed up. Yeah, I like the gun one. One of my neighbors had that.
I've seen some good ones like one of this minivan. I saw a mom dropping off her kids when my kids were little. Her her bumper sticker said, my kid can beat up your straight A kid or
Oh yeah,
whatever,
your
your honor roll.
student.
Yeah, my kid can beat up your honor roll kid. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, it was made out just like the honor roll ones though. So it had that same logo, but it was like my kid can, kick your honor roll kid's
Did you
butt.
read that? What Gear put in there? Best bumper stickers is only gay cops give me tickets.
Oh my gosh. That's
I
all good and funny until you get a gay cop and he comes up to your door.
Yeah,
I'm
now
like,
what does
yeah.
that mean? Yeah, roll down your window. I want to talk to you.
And I think I'm gonna have to do a cavity search.
That could get you in trouble. Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, look, I just found cocaine. That was
Nuke,
planted. That was not in my butthole before, sir.
nuke the unborn gay whales for Jesus. I just saw that. That was 1988, guys. I can remember
Yeah,
something like that, but I can't remember
Rules for
how to
Jesus.
tie my shoes sometimes.
I had all the bumper stickers all combined in one. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Gil?
Everything.
Hey, G-Mom.
G Mama?
G-Mama.
Sorry.
Sorry, we were just talking about
G Mama,
gay before.
please
She was in
don't
the hard
smack me.
She's teaching phonics, so you gotta. She was stuck in that.
The change of
G Mama.
the change of
So
topic is my
sorry.
fault. It's my fault. The change in topic is I brought up bumper stickers. It's my fault.
It was hilarious.
Oh Lord.
What's up, G-Mama?
G Mama.
You have a get out of tickets finger now. Oh, really? Is it the nipple finger?
Oh.
I think so. He's probably like, I
If
have
you
to
get
go
pulled
to the
over-
hospital.
If you get pulled over, Homestead Aquarius, and you
Just by a
say,
spider.
officer, can I show you my nipples so I can get out of a ticket? Do you just show him your finger?
Hey,
Well, Bob
Hey,
thinks Compound W would help it out.
Aquarius, I got one of those bandages on. I had a thumb nipple, and it's going
Ooh.
away now. Yeah, here you
Was
go.
it?
Put one
You
of
think
those
that
on your
was a
on your
workaround?
finger nipple, and it'll just take it away.
I don't know.
You
That
guys
didn't
and your
look
nipples.
like abscessed. That looked really bad.
Well, that's what this one looked like until a
Really?
few days ago. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I hope that's not what made you break out. Maybe it's not a wart, Bob. Maybe you got bit by a spider.
No. This
Oh,
this has
okay.
been here for a long time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Thank
weird,
you.
but good. I'm glad you
Yeah.
didn't get bit by a spider.
A thumb nipple. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a finger
That's what
nipple,
his
and I.
looked like. Homestead
Can I
Mhm.
ask you a personal question, Bob?
Yeah,
Oh,
go
here we
ahead.
Did your thumb nipple have a bra?
No, but I did
Yeah.
fabricate a tiny jock strap for it. So.
Oh,
that's nice.
Yeah.
Here's some support. Oh, it's a wart with a sense of humor. You know, they have the spray.
oh my
too.
God, Guardian Preppy's in here, and I'm here talking about
What's up,
thumb
Guardian?
nipples and bras.
Little bra for your finger
Oh,
nipples.
thank God you guys know me. Otherwise, you think I'm a freaking weirdo.
Yeah, I'd hang my thumb up and put it in a jock strap. YMCA. I entertained myself for hours with that.
I remember
Should have
when I was
been.
little and I
You
learned
guys
you
should
could
have
make
been.
like
Oh,
a
you
little.
guys were. But Homestead Aquarius had a live earlier, and he was
Yes.
naked. You missed it.
Yeah, you missed
Yeah.
it. Gotta go
Nipple
over
brothers,
there.
yep.
Check out his
It
nipple.
was somewhere in the early morning or in midnight for me. I
He
couldn't
flashed his
actually.
nipple. When I realized I went over to check
With
that out,
our
I was
nipples combined.
The power of the thumb nipple.
Oh, that's so screwed
like,
up.
make us into.
Thumb and finger nipple combined. Like a kid's cartoon or something.
Yeah.
Thumb and finger
Like the
nipples
Wonder Twins.
combined.
Instead of Captain Planet, you're Captain Nipple.
Form a
You should sing a song, Captain.
Captain Nipple. Oh my God.
Oh, those are nasty planner sports. I thought those were usually
That's what they
on
are.
your
Mhm.
feet, though. The planners kind.
You can,
Well,
but
this-
you can get them on your hands.
You can get them
too.
on your
Yeah.
finger. That's gross.
I did have one right there. years ago on this finger. The same
Those
thing.
hurt so bad.
Yeah, they do.
I had
Yeah.
one on my toe. That's how I thought they were just for feet. I didn't know.
I
they
knew
could go
someone
your
that had
thumb.
them so bad on their feet they actually had to get them cut out,
Yeah, I had to get
Mhm.
mine cut
and
out.
they still grew back.
Thank God
Mhm.
mine didn't. It hurt like heck. Hurt like
Oh, talk about things going bad. My cousin, my late cousin, she had one on her foot, and she was diabetic, but she didn't take care of herself.
oh no.
She had to have a plantar's wart cut out. It got
And it didn't-
infected with
Ugh.
diabetes, and they had to eventually go below the knee.
Oh my gosh, all
Got
that.
gangrene.
Oh,
Well, she didn't take care of her diabetes. She didn't exercise. She
Yeah.
ate cookies and pies and
didn't eat the recommended. Yeah.
right,
diet.
and she didn't get up and
Move.
remain mobile like
Yeah.
I do. I that's why I don't sit still for very long. I'm constantly doing something. You know, I learned from her.
I've got to
Is your
start moving more.
diabetes? Yeah, but Bob, you are not
Diabetes.
overweight by all means. So is your diabetes like a inherited thing?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Generations. Yeah. Hmm.
Mm, I think we have the type 2 diabetes in our generations, but
Hmm.
it's just harder to fight it off. Like, not that you have to get it, but as soon as you put on a little excess weight, you can get it really quickly in my family.
That's why I try real hard to keep my weight under control, because I saw my cousin, because
Yeah.
we're blood, you know, and she
Yeah.
and I were more like brother and sister, and I saw her not controlling her weight and her diet, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, pretty soon she's lost both her legs.
It's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful.
The first surgery she had, okay, she had the plantar's wart cut out, that got infected. Then it was on her heel.
Mm-hmm.
And the first surgery, they went in there and it got into the bone. So they shaved off the bone.
Yep.
And it still kept going into the bone. And then that was like, yeah.
We're praying for a friend that's having issues with that,
Mhm.
but it's neuropathy. We're praying for somebody on IV right now.
Yeah, that's why.
But that wasn't the
constantly doing something.
scenario, but it's still like
Yeah.
a scenario where they're
Mhm,
got an infection and it's really getting hard to beat.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, I have a regular A1C test frequently, and mine's
do
pretty
that.
much under control as long as I keep my weight manageable. You know?
yeah, I need to do an
So-
A1C because I think mine is like hypoglycemia. They say that that's common with fibromyalgia, that you can get hypoglycemic.
Mhm.
Because I get really hangry if I haven't eaten and we're out and I'm having to use energy with not bringing any in. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I can tear somebody apart.
I get a mild headache, and I
Yeah,
keep some
I
of
get
these.
that.
Actually, people that are
I-
on diabetes medication can get hypoglycemic really easily.
Yeah.
These glucose tablets, I keep those close by, even when we
Yeah.
travel. I mean, these are a travel
Mhm,
pack
I
right
should
here.
do
Go
that.
right in my backpack, and
Yeah,
know,
because
when I
I
get-
get the headaches too. That's weird. I do
Mhm.
get that. And then
Yep.
once I eat, the headache goes away.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so does the wanting to
So you can't really go and do this survival thing in the jungles and all, right?
No, I would be.
Shift is
I
going to kill me. I'm
would.
dead.
I would die eventually. I would die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shift
But-
is going to not be my
Yeah.
friend. That's for sure.
That's sad.
Well, then not really. I'm okay. I'm okay with all my
mean, really-
illnesses, even the cancer. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know.
Yeah,
Can't do
that's
nothing
the-
about it. Yeah.
Differs from us and Americans. You know, you guys are like, yeah, no, come on, we'll take it. We are like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, you're gonna die, and we'll
Mhm.
cry until next 20 years.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
wonderful, Cameron. I'm glad she's cancer free. Huh?
We do that.
The stuff they use here, though, some of the cures cause like the neuropathy and the other issues afterwards, especially the chemo. The chemo can cause a lot of issues.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
my aunt had that issue. She had something wrong with her pancreas,
mhm.
and they cut part of it off. Well, it didn't cause her to be a diabetic. It did after her surgery,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but once she got
Better.
healed, it got a little bit better, but she still has to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Because
It's
the pancreas
understandable.
is in charge of all that.
Yeah, because that's actually what is diabetes. Is your pancreas is not operating properly.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is. All the commercials say it's a disease, blah blah blah. No, it's your pancreas is not operating correctly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is.
Sorry, Storm.
Yeah, old ways. Old ways, that's the thing with women with gallbladder too. I was reading where they take your gallbladder out and then you're not able to absorb a lot of the like A and D and fat soluble vitamins.
Which I didn't realize that, but after I had my gallbladder surgery, like months later, I craved green beans. I ate them all the time. And before that, I didn't give a shit about green beans. I didn't even like them.
Yeah.
And I did
That's
some more
unusual.
research. I'm like, why am I craving green beans?
Yeah.
They have vitamin K in them.
Mhm.
And that is what your gallbladder.
Yeah, I take D and K now together because
So
it
that's
helps absorb
probably
the
why
D.
I was craving it so badly.
Yeah.
Even bananas are good for potassium.
The K helps you absorb D.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say was because we're not absorbing that, there's a lot of women who end up with breast cancer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Bananas, and I think it was I wasn't feeling very well
Tofu.
one
Take care,
afternoon
Marco.
overseas,
Green beans.
and my sister-in-law cut a papaya in half.
Papayas are good.
Yeah,
Yay.
fed me a papaya. Yeah.
But women are in that cycle, they should do not eat that because you'll get more stuff.
hmm
Yeah.
More what? Stuff. What?
Can you tell
What
them?
did you mean? With the papaya, what? You'll get more stuffed. What?
You don't know that?
What does it mean, though? You'll get more stuffed.
I'll type here.
Okay.
Papaya, though, has the papain in it. That's a good for digesting things.
Mm.
But I don't like it by itself.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you'll get PMSy?
Yeah, something messes up with that.
Okay. I didn't know that. It's interesting. I can't
Yeah.
grow the papaya because we have the papaya fruit fly, and it always finds my tree, and I can't get a bag on the fruit fast enough.
You got that right, Cameron. Green
Mm.
beans, potatoes, fried onions, butter, ground black pepper. Oh, that
It's
sounds
really
good.
That
Little
sounds
pieces
really
of
good. I
ham in
like it with
there.
tabasi. Put some tabasi in that, and I'm all over it.
You
What
know
are
what
you
I
gonna do
really
with-
like, and this is so weird, but I like those really long green beans,
Mhm.
Yes.
and I like them like a little bit steamed, so they're still kind of rubbery,
hmm
and I can just eat the crap out of those.
I like
don't
them
know why.
roasted with some olive oil and salt and
I don't
pepper.
like
good.
green
Little roasted.
beans.
Oh, I absolutely love them. You know what's really good is we used to can them by the ton and take them out of the can out of the jar and wash them off, of course, and put them in mashed potatoes with butter, and you mix your green beans in with the mashed potatoes and butter. Heaven. I'm
They
in
look like acid
heaven.
poop.
Oh,
I used to like
man.
not green beans, but when my mom would make corned beef and cabbage, and
Oh.
you would just mush the potatoes and the carrots together and have a little bit of that cabbage and like put butter on it, salt and pepper, and have a little bit of each thing together. But the potatoes and the carrots always had to be like mashed together. So good.
Mm.
So yummy.
Oh, we grew
I don't
all
know
of
how
our
she
own
got me to eat
vegetables.
cabbage, but from a young age, I ate boiled cabbage like that. So, it was so good. I miss that. I miss her corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah, we had that occasionally when I was a kid.
We just had it like
Occasionally.
for Irish holidays, just in March. St.
Okay.
Patty's Day. St.
You
Patrick's
do
Day.
realize if you go to
People in the chat.
Ireland and they
I know
don't know
they
what
do.
you're talking about. They don't know what you're talking about. We don't
Really?
eat that.
No, and they're like, we don't eat corned beef. What is this shit?
They eat
What
ham.
is this?
Yeah,
They
my,
do.
My
They do.
uncle,
They eat
my
ham.
uncle does it with ham. The
Yeah.
tradition.
hmm
But it's funny though; these Irish restaurants here will sell it because they know Americans eat it. They'll sell it and make good money.
My stepdaughter went to Scotland, and they're famous for haggis. And so, she actually tried it.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. And she
I've tried it.
Oh,
blood
like
sausage.
meatloaf?
Blood sausage is a big thing there too.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I've tried haggis. My grandmother's family was from Scotland. Grandmother made haggis occasionally. It was kind of like a bread.
delicious.
It was
pudding.
like kind of like a bread,
Pudding.
like that. Yeah, like a moist bread because it's mostly oats and barley.
What?
They stuffed it with.
Containing sheep's pluck, heart, liver, and lungs.
Is that what they put in it? Heart, liver,
Yeah.
and lungs?
Heart, liver, and lungs, it seems.
And then it's cooked inside a stomach.
Yeah, with
Lungs are
barley and
good.
Why?
oats and
Oh.
potatoes. The one I had, it didn't have the sheep heart and lungs and all that.
Yeah.
But,
Well, probably because it was the cheaper cuts of the meat.
yeah,
It
they got
probably
it.
came about.
Yeah. It's like
Just
the
one
English.
tongue.
It's like the English. They call it a meat pie. That's
Yeah.
all the waste out of the kitchen. They would
Yeah.
throw it into a pie with some peas and carrots and all that. Put a crust on
Oh,
it, bake it,
okay.
Yeah.
and then yeah.
Never go next to a meat pie place next to a barber, and they sing, Sweeney Todd songs.
Barber.
I don't want that
Yeah.
kind of
Remember
meat
that
pie.
show?
I'm
The
good.
sh- Sweeney Todd. Do you remember that show where they would kill people and make them into meat pies?
Yeah, Mrs.
Oh
Lovett's
my
meat pies.
God,
Yeah.
Carol,
Sweeney
stop
Todd.
it!
By the way, I love Sweeney Todd, and they have the one with Johnny Depp, but I actually saw a play version of Sweeney Todd.
I think
And it
I
was
must
wonderful.
have
I
young.
think I watched this movie.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's the guy who he slits people's throats, and
Mm-hmm.
he's a
Barber.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
barber. And he
There
slits
was an
throats,
episode
and there's a
in
trap door, and he falls
Yeah.
through the trap door, and then Mrs. Lovett, she makes meat pies out of them.
Mm-hmm. That's how they survived. They're very poor.
Is this
I have
based
seen
on?
an episode in Gotham series.
It's based
they
off
cook-
of Jack the Ripper.
They
Oh.
cook people. Yeah.
Well, I remember there is a factual account of a family way out there in Ireland 100 years ago or so. They ate so many people because it was the potato famine and the
Yeah.
British occupation, all
Oh
that.
my
And
gosh.
that's how this family survived, was travelers going down, and they would invite them in to get warmed up for the night, and I think they estimated right around 100 people.
Oh
But
my
this family, but after all these years of eating people, this family was stark raving
that was also
crazy.
nuts.
Murdering so many people and eating on, and that they were woohoo. So they couldn't get a real accurate number, but they did find
Oh my
lots of
gosh.
cooked down bone particles all
Oh.
behind the
I
cabin.
wonder if they ever got Chingus disease.
But
Yeah,
your hands will show if you eat human meat. They change.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They change.
They
Your hands change. Yeah.
It
They change.
tremble.
You will
I
have.
was gonna say we do use chicken feet. Cameron was saying about we're lucky we don't use the head and the feet, but what always said a lot of people use it for the extra collagen here for
Chicken
Stop.
feet are good.
I have seen people eating chicken feet. A lot
Sure,
of
I have.
people.
yeah, certain places do eat it. Yeah, here
Mhm,
too.
mhm.
The
Meat
island
pies are
people
real-
I think do
Real
here.
people.
But yeah, I've heard it used for bone stock that it has better collagen in it, the feet, than other parts. I've never eaten one. Never used one for my stock.
I haven't eaten a chicken head, but I've eaten feet. They're pretty
Yeah,
good.
feet.
It's very tasty, really. Yeah. There's more
it's
meat on it
actually
than what you
tenderized.
think.
Chicken feet on my shelf, but it's for the dog. I dehydrated them.
What kind of feet?
Chicken
The
feet.
chicken.
Chicken feet. Okay.
I give them to my dog for a snack.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's a good snack for a dog. They'd probably just dig it because it's
Yeah.
chewy and yeah,
Mhm.
good idea.
Meaty.
I ate sheep's brain curry once.
Really? Mm.
Yeah.
How was it?
It's just like eating fat, pure
Mm.
fat. That's it.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
doesn't
no
seem like
muscle
it'd be
tissue in
very-
there.
No,
Yeah.
nothing is like what says Farix, some kind of formula, baby formula.
Like pudding,
It's
yeah.
a sheep's brain. Oh,
Mm. No.
I think I just have something else.
Also, is expensive. Sheep brain, heart, and liver are expensive, and the meat.
It's all good as long as you don't eat the brains of your dead relatives. Don't eat your relatives' brains. So don't eat grandma's brain. Eat the neighbor's brain.
My neighbors have no brains. So, but probably it's all empty shell. It's like, yeah, where is the food? You know?
I'm sorry, Star. You're just going to starve to death.
See, now we got everybody hungry and then just took that away right away.
Yeah.
No late night eating.
I would invite somebody, and first thing I want to keep for them to first thing that I'm going to serve is brains. Not going to tell them it's cheap or not. Just say, okay, here is some brain curry, please. Let's start eating.
No, thanks.
That's interesting. I didn't know it was our genes that do that.
I'll close all the doors. You should eat
Honestly,
it.
if I were to go to India
What?
to avoid anything weird, like meat wise, I would probably just say I'm a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Say you're
We
Hindu.
should probably
You're
get
Hindu and you
diarrhea
don't
from
eat meat.
spices.
Yeah, I would just
Spices.
say that I'm a vegetarian the entire time I was
You'd
there.
have to say that
to
you're a raw
avoid
foodie.
weirdness.
No, we got great chicken actually. Really
Okay.
wonderful chickens.
Why am I
You could
eating?
eat chicken.
Oh my gosh, it's already 1 o'clock.
Oh, good night, Cameron. Is up.
Bye.
you.
Good night, Cameron. Or have a good day, Cameron, because he was having coffee.
South Africa.
Yeah, it's early morning there.
Yeah, Old Ways. Yeah, is that a fact? Old Ways says that yes, if you eat human meat, you go crazy. But that's that Irish family. I saw something about that on the History Channel, and they were batshit crazy after.
Mhm.
I mean, these kids grew up eating people. You
Yeah.
know,
Explains a lot.
You
about
don't have to put
Hollywood.
salt when you eat human meat. Even when you
Mm.
barbecue or put curry or gravy, no need to add salt.
I think I'll stay away from walking in remote places in Ireland. I just won't do it.
Yeah, no, don't do
I'll
it.
take the bus. I'll take the
Mhm.
bus. Yeah. Call a taxi. I'll take the bus.
As a kid. Wow, I guess that would have the similar texture though. Scrambled eggs and hog brain.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like
Vegans are
kind of
okay.
would be
Vegans
hidden
and
within.
vegetarians live happily in India.
The vegans live happily here. Yeah,
Vegans and vegetarians,
that's
they
where we
could live
got it.
happily.
That's where we
We
got
have
it.
like
India.
hundreds of thousands of recipes for vegetarians.
Mhm.
So many. Hotels are just for vegetarian hotels. You'll not get meat for another 200 kilometers.
Wow,
Only
really?
vegetarian stuff. Yeah,
Just vegetables. Mhm.
just vegetarian.
Wow. Is that a Hindu thing?
Yeah,
Must
I
be.
guess because it's a religious city, so
Oh,
really
okay, that
very
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
probably also because everything's a god, so they're
Yeah.
afraid they're going to end up eating the wrong
Mm.
meat,
Mm.
maybe.
Just drive fast and eat ass. I like that bumper sticker. Drive
good.
fast and eat
I'm a
ass.
vegan. No, thank you. I'm a vegan. That's what you could. No, thanks. I'm a vegan.
I
But you
would.
should visit India actually. You should all visit once in your lifetime. You should do it, right now, maybe this year.
Yeah. I don't
We don't know
know.
what's going to happen next.
They're pumping us up for an alien invasion, so I don't know what they're going to do in the other countries.
Alien what?
Oh, never mind. I can't get into that.
Okay.
Hey, watch that video from the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
I tagged it
What
in
Bob
the
was talking
description.
about.
Uh-huh.
Because
There's-
now
you know,
they're
that's-
calling them unidentified objects already.
Oh,
Oh.
but
That's
it
Right now,
showed.
I cannot get William Shatner out of my head. For
Because
some
he's
reason,
probably
I have
like,
been
hell
watching.
yeah.
I've just been watching shows with him, and then I immediately think of Airplane. When they're on the airplane and they mimic Shatner, and he's like, "There's something on the wing."
Oh,
Something.
That was the creepiest one.
the best one was with John Lithgow, the passenger. That was done better than Shatner, I think.
Yeah.
And the creature itself was done better.
Yeah,
Oh,
that creature was freaky.
Yeah.
That was from the movie, right?
every time I
did it.
fly, I think
God.
of that movie.
Freaks me out. Yeah, he did a really great
Homestead
job.
Aquarius.
Gave me nightmares
you
for
are-
a long time.
If you have a bucket list, that includes eating human meat, then you could actually come and visit me. I'll take you.
Ew. I think I'm good. I don't think I even want to see that happen.
What?
No. Just
Once
I
in a
can't I
lifetime.
can leave the earth without having that image in my brain because once it's here, if it's an image, it doesn't leave.
Or taste.
So yeah, and the smell would not. Yeah.
Just a million mosquitoes burning at the same time.
Have you seen that movie, Fishes, called Eat, Pray, Love?
No.
Oh my god, it's
By Julia
It's-
Roberts.
Never
yes,
did.
freaking love that movie. And she goes to India in the movie, and then she goes to Bali in Italy, and
Mm.
I just
People
like
scolded her for that.
I would love to see Italy. I would love to see Italy, but
It's
that's
all
the
crap
fine
what
art
she showed. Only
major.
few things are correct.
What?
I've
What?
always wanted to go to India.
I've always wanted to go and see Italy and see all the paintings that I saw when I was in school and go to the Sistine Chapel and lay on the floor.
Mhm.
They probably don't let you lay on the floor anymore.
No. Been there, done that.
And look up.
Been there.
Amazing.
Star,
In
the link I
Ireland.
posted up is to that Twilight Zone of episode when there was a monster on the airplane wing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I should get the private VPN thing because it doesn't work in my country.
No, it
Mm.
doesn't.
No,
Yeah.
it's not working.
Sorry, Star. India would be a little lower on my list only because when I was young, I went to St. Vincent, and I know even going to Ireland and going to all the bacteria changes in every place that you go to, even in states, it can happen, and you can get so sick, like so sick. And I would be afraid of getting sick in India after all you've told me,
Oh no,
especially with the shatting,
this is working.
especially with people pooping everywhere.
Mhm.
Kind of turned me off to taking a tour.
It's so funny in the movie and Eat, Pray, Love. They're having a pop in India, and I can't remember what it's called. A thumb up or a thumbs up, or I can't remember.
Thumbs up, yeah. Thumbs up,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what got
Yeah,
me through
and
the
they're drinking,
island.
and she goes to drink from the bottle, and he's like, "No," he's like, "You don't drink." He's like, "You don't touch anything here." That's what he says in the movie. He's like, "You don't touch anything here." He puts straws in their bottles.
I was just watching that clip of the monster on the wing. And here's that segment where it rips a piece of aluminum off the leading edge of the engine cowling. It held the aluminum up like this and threw it into the intake of number one engine. Oh, I think of that movie when I'm flying sometimes. Like, oh my god!
I know. It's the worst
Oh my
time.
god!
That's what I hate. I hated that thing. It ruined me for flying for a while.
Me too for a while.
Same thing. Jaws. I could barely swim in our swimming pool, and I was
Yeah,
a
that-
swimming pool. I would hear
That scared the
Jaws.
crap out of me. Man,
I'd
that movie
close
scared
my
the crap
eyes,
out of
I'd
me.
be in our swimming pool and be in the water, and I'd hear it.
You know what really got me? It wasn't the first Jaws. I think it was the second one. I can't remember if it was the second or the third one where they build the aquarium under the ocean. Which one was that? Was that the second one?
I might have been the
remember.
third
Three.
one where they have the
But they're
cages.
in there,
I think it was
and the
three.
shark comes through the aquarium.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ah! I still, you know how SeaWorld for the longest time had the shark encounter?
I know
and
it
you
had
could
Indian
go in,
food.
and I couldn't do it. I immediately
These are
thought of
pretty
Well,
Jaws.
that's like the seas at Epcot because you go down. You are below the water line. And sometimes now that I'm older and I can think of that, I'm like, okay, we don't have to spend a lot of time in here. I've seen it. I'm just afraid, just like you, something would bust that and water just. Whoop.
By the way, I would never be I don't know. I'm not scared of traveling to India or Mexico or anything like that. I'd be well aware of the things that I should do and shouldn't do. I've always wanted to go to India, though. Always.
See, Mexico's always been a turn off for me because of the Montezuma's revenge. It's just like how when you have somebody near you who's gotten a stomach virus, it's like, how do you avoid that? Because then all of a sudden you've got it. So if you have to use the bathroom, it's like, what do you have to hover? You have to hover your whole trip.
Well,
sit on air.
Somebody told me they went to Mexico and they got ice cube in their
You
drink.
don't. Yeah, you don't do
or
that.
They got like residue or something on their bottle, a
Mhm.
7-Up, and just from that alone,
Yeah,
they
it's
they
very
got sick.
difficult to avoid it. No, you can't eat fresh fruit. You can't have ice cubes. Definitely don't drink the water, of course, like they say. But people forget with ice cubes, that's the water.
Yeah,
You get
there
hit.
is a thing called gola here. Gola, you might have heard
Mhm.
about that. It's a
Mm-mm.
crushed ice with syrup on it, and it just like you go and suck the.
Yeah, where did they get that ice from?
Yeah, you don't do that actually. That's those are the ice left from the dead bodies.
I was
Lovely.
No!
Yeah,
What?
what do you think we keep the ice after we bury people or
No,
burn?
no,
You
no.
don't know
What
that?
the hell?
One moment, I got a call.
That's one thing I'm not going to eat. No,
That's so
no, ain't
wrong.
doing that. Ain't going there.
Okay, now I'm not even gonna eat Italian ice in Italy. That's it. I'll be like,
The
"Excuse me."
gelato or whatever. Yeah. No,
No,
thanks. No.
gelato's like the ice cream.
That's what it is. Yeah,
That
it's just
might be
ice.
safer. Might be.
Yeah, ice milk. I had that over in Rome, and it's like it's just ice milk.
Yeah.
Guardian, I would
We
love
have
to go
good
to South
gelato here.
Africa. When I was younger, I always wanted to go to Africa. I actually had a pen pal in Kenya
I'll be back
for the
post.
longest time, and
Okay.
I just was always into that. I've always wanted to go, but I don't have money, so
The Cape
I have
is
a
supposed to be
passport.
beautiful. The Cape's supposed to be beautiful in South Africa. I met a man who had a South African accent. I asked him about it, and he says, "Oh yeah," he's like, "That's the pearl of our coast. It's gorgeous there." And I can't think of the name of the Cape right now. What is it called? My brain's partially just not working yet. I had some medication, and I think it's releasing all the metal and toxins into my system. Yay!
Yeah.
Welcome
Thank
to
God
my
for
world.
Ginger posted something, and it was about zeolite, and I've been meaning to try that because it's supposed to help pull metals out of your system, like gently pull it, like heavy metal toxins. Anyway, sorry, Bob. What?
Welcome to my world. Well,
Yeah, right. Give you a
all
lot
the
of.
aluminum and lead and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
You should be doing some zeolite.
Hmm.
Zeolite. They have sprays and drops. Helps pull it out.
That would be awesome, Guardian.
Yeah, I bet it does make you guys strong for sure. Seen some shit.
Yeah, growing up, I've had friends from South Africa, as well.
Mhm.
I went to college with a brother and a sister. Their dad was a professor at the college I went to, and they
Mhm.
grew up there.
Oh, it's Cape Town. Why was that so hard to
I-
remember? Cape Town. Supposed to
Cape
be the
Town,
pearl
yeah.
of the coast.
Oh,
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
sure.
I
Oh no, I'm
watched
just reading her.
Cape Fear the other night.
Oh,
Late at
I
night, here
never
working on different projects. Like,
I never watched that movie because it freaked me out.
counselor, you sacrificed my life. Oh my god.
Even the
neighbor.
new what is that movie with the cars? That one is just the previews freak me out. I won't go see that.
The Cars?
Yeah, Fast and Furious has a final chapter supposedly movie. It's like the 10th one from the Fast and Furious with Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
They were advertising it during the Super Bowl. They advertised it on Courtney's video tonight. I let it play the whole thing, but it's so intense, and if they might kill off another main character, I don't think I want to see it.
I haven't seen any of them.
I've seen like maybe 2, I think. I saw the one after the actor had passed away. The handsome one. Can't think of his name either.
Oh, Paul Walker.
Thank you. I saw that one. Saw the original.
My
I like
all-time favorite.
Vin Diesel. He reminds me of. I like him better than Sylvester Stallone, but both of them got their way in through their writing. They wrote themselves scripts and got in and became leading men that way.
Pitch Black. Pitch Black.
Yeah.
That's a Vin Diesel movie, but it's hard to find. Pitch Black
Oh,
is awesome.
is it?
There's
I
a
never heard of it.
there's
Yes.
like 3 movies of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Really?
one of the movies was about pacification. Okay, Pitch Black was on the planet, the original planet when the spaceship crashed. Then there's a second movie where it was about pacification, about this
Deep
planet
Dark.
was, and they had to call for him to help. And then the other movie was about how the population fought against the alien invasion with
Oh,
him
that
as
might
the
be a
main
really
character.
great one for right
Yeah.
now.
I don't know why his movies are not on. They're hard to find. I don't know. I know the Fast and the
They run
Furious
their course,
everywhere.
but I've never heard of that
Mhm.
trio of movies. I don't know. Is that one of his earlier ones before like the
There was another
Chronicles?
Yeah,
one
it's
of his,
called The Chronicles of Riddick.
Riddick.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Chronicles of Riddick. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. They're hard to find. I don't know why, but what one of his movies is where he was on a planet on the run from the law,
Yeah.
and he was living there, and some mercenaries came to go and find him.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
He
Did you
escaped
see-
from their jail. That was the
You met-
second one, I think, when he was on that planet.
Yeah.
He was out and like
Mhm.
killing some of the weird things too that were on that planet that almost ate him in the water. I saw that.
Yeah, that thing that came out of the water. No
I
thanks.
think it had a baby too. I think it was like the baby is what he killed, and then Mama woke up too. I forget. I can't remember if there was 2 of them. In
That one is an intense scene, man. He's thinking he's only walking through a mud puddle this deep, but all of a sudden,
Guardian says bald men are sexy.
I told you. Yeah. My
Is-
husband
You're
knows
not-
me.
Did you
Oh, you
see
have this-
Q coming in?
You're not favored of that in any way, there, are you, Guardian? Because you have
No, he's not
people?
past. No, he's not partial. He doesn't have any partiality on that. No,
no.
of course not. I don't have any
Chronics?
partiality
Anybody
either. My
see
husband's on his way towards
I wonder
that, but, no
I wonder
partiality.
if they got any of.
It's luck.
Let me
He'll
type
never
in-
shave his head, though, my husband. I don't think so. He'll keep trying to get an army haircut for the rest of his life. Keeps going in, same haircut year after year.
Oh, what's that? Baldness? You're talking about bald people?
Yeah, bald people. Bald men are
Yeah.
sexy. Because we were talking about the Vin Diesel, the actor, Vin Diesel.
Oh yeah, Vin Diesel.
Mhm. So is it the
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the Chronicles of Riddick. Is Pitch Black part of the series of the Chronicles of Riddick? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know it is the
Named
Chronicles
a different
of Riddick.
movie.
I didn't know it is Pitch Black.
Yeah, it's not on Tubi. Riddick is not on Tubi.
Yeah. But it makes sense because I think because he is, how do you say that? Like,
Corky, shall
he
we
can see
start?
in the dark
More?
because of
Cooper
what he's
Ball?
like a half breed, I guess is what you would say. Like he's a half breed between.
What'd you say, Star? What about Pooper Ball?
What?
Is he mulatto?
Shall we
No,
start?
I meant he's a half breed in the movie between.
He's like half
Something, isn't he?
alien and half
Yes.
human, isn't he?
Oh.
Because he
Okay.
like
He can see in the
can't-
dark and
he can see in the dark.
and do it. Yeah.
He got that. He got that extra thing, the nocturnal stuff for $20,000 something. He says that in the movie.
Oh,
So
he got
it-
the special treatment
Yeah.
to do that.
You trade 20 cool cigarettes, for a surgical eye shine. That's what he said in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get put into
I
a
thought
slam,
20
or they have no light at all, and you got to find a doctor and pay him 20 cool cigarettes for a surgical eye shine.
And that kid grows up to be a girl later.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she was hot,
Oh,
man.
Yeah,
Man,
she
she was
is.
like Matipuno. She ripped, freaking
Curly
ripped,
hair.
man. Mm-mm-mm.
I
I've
will
never
do
heard of Warhammer, but I'm somewhat.
Furian. Yes,
Not a
Furian.
lot. I don't have time. I just don't have time. I'll watch movies late at night, and then I'm up till 6 o'clock in the morning, so I have to be careful.
Mm.
I can sit through an hour, more than 1 hour through a movie. I don't know why I can't.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I usually have to stop it and start it and stuff. I can't. Yeah. I
Unless
can't
if somebody
sit
sit
through
beside me and say, "Hey, that's good, this good," then fine.
suspense.
If not, my mind will actually give a lot of solutions
Oh,
to the
okay. Good
movie
night,
that is running
buddy.
in. I can
Like Cass
sit with
McQuarrie.
my own mind actually.
Yeah. This last Fast and Furious, just watching the previews, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to handle the suspense of
Pass
that movie.
Macquarie, take care.
I get up and walk around. Like, I can't. And it's make believe, but my brain just is like, this is just too intense. This is too intense. Need to move. I can't sit here.
For me, most of the movies feel stupid actually. It's like,
Yeah, a
this
lot
is
of them do.
stupid,
A lot of them do. I was actually glad I had those whiskey sours for that other one that we went and saw, the Marvel one.
Guys, I'm gonna bounce. I've got to
Yeah,
go
I
get
have to
something
get
to
off
Yeah.
eat.
here too.
Going
I'm
home.
actually taking Fred to the doctor tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Peace-
because
peace
he's just
out.
been sick for too long now. It's
Mhm.
like,
They still, yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Good
I
night,
thought we
everyone.
were going to have a competition.
Good night,
Who's going to poop fast?
Who's gonna poop fastest? That's the
Fastest.
competition for Pooper Bowl.
Yeah.
You go first and tell us how it goes.
I'll go through and through. I'll win this. I'm an Indian. I'll just have to eat something that is made in the kitchen.
oh my God.
Too much.
All right, you
I hope-
guys. You have a good night, and we will see Wednesday. And don't forget Friday. Star and I are going to do a show together at noon Eastern Standard Time, and he is going to be making infused honey turmeric.
Cool.
I'm a turmeric pony.
All righty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
Love
get
you guys,
started, yeah.
and we'll see you next
Okay.
time. Peace.
Bye.